Hi! I actually forgot to record an intro yesterday, so I'm doing this after the fact. But yes, this tutorial is me attempting to follow the custom script part of the QuPath docs. We are diving head on into the scripting side of our journey, and I have no idea of Java, so as you'll see, this tutorial was frustrating for me. Let's see how I did. So the first thing I will be attempting to do is the small dialogue script that appears at the top of the docs. So here I am writing it and misspelling dialogue for some reason. Attempt to run doesn't work, but you can easily read the alerts, the error message. Found that the first line didn't really exist. The doc said that I had to include it, but then QuPath wasn't happy with it. So I just deleted it and then run it. It worked fine, got excited, wanted to play a little bit more with it, got a bit distracted. The next thing I did was move on to the projects script examples. So here I am doing the first one, which is getting the image name for each of the entries in the project, and you can see here I'm getting the name, the regions, trying different options to see what information I can get. And you see me here that I'm checking that the regions match, the number of regions that I'm getting in the script editor. Now I try the option read image data, which gives you a little bit more information with the type of image and the type of stain that you've previously selected. And easier than getting data from a whole project is just getting data from one image, the image that you have selected. And you get even more data with get server. But how do I know which things I can use? There is no way to evaluate the variables or anything. Now here is where I start getting frustrated because I'm very used to being able to see the variables, and now I can't, and I don't know what things inside of the server I could see. So I just keep trying. I do the next script that is available as an example in the tutorials, and you can get the pixel width in microns. What other options do I have? What else can I do with this? Okay, I found. So if you go into the QuPath GitHub and you can search, I think, the classes, and then here will tell me how many things I can do. And after getting way too frustrated trying to play with the different options of the image metadata, I moved on to accessing pixels, and here I got very confused because the sizes weren't matching up. It was saying width of 1000 and I was getting then 250 pixels, so I got a bit confused. Tried different numbers until I actually looked at the downsample factor and realized that it was divided by that. And I didn't actually need a calculator to check this, it was to show it in the video. Now moving on to the next part of the tutorial, creating rows, creating regions. Here I am painting it first, deleting it, then trying to create it and failing because I'm missing one line of code. as you'll see here. And once you add that, I actually have an annotation, but it's so small that I can see it. So I increase the size, find it there in the corner, and then just start having a bit of fun with the location of the annotation, the shape. I create a rectangle, I create 2 rectangles, trying to understand how the coordinates are working here. Then I also play around with the types of annotations that you can use, so I create an ellipse as well. And finally, I create tiles for the whole image, which looks super cool. And then I also change the size of these tiles to see what happens. As you can see, they don't reach the edge of the image. And finally, we look at how to get images and use them in ImageJ. So in my first attempt, I didn't paint the region that I needed for this. So I am doing that annotation, and now I have the region and the mask. And I thought I could use Fiji with this. It turns out I couldn't. So I had to go install ImageJ and then try again. And here I am testing out commands on these images. So as you can see, you can work with the images that you get from the script outside of QuPath. Here I try a different way of exporting it. You can't really see anything right here, but it's because the channels are not adjusted properly. So once you adjust the brightness and contrast, you can see that we've got the same image as before, just separated into different channels. I also play around a little bit and check if I can see the difference if I increase the blur that we are adding with this script. So this is all for today's tutorial. This was really about showing you the kind of things that you can do using scripts, but in following videos we'll be looking into more in-depth ways of working with scripts in QuPath. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!